Waste and grab my cup. Shawty say she coming through, she on her way to fuck. It's a lot of lust, not a lot of love. Ayy, I stack it up, can't get enough. See your shorty with you, she look at me and she blush. I'm a jiggy nigga, I don't take her out to lunch. It's a lot of lust, not a lot of love. Ayy, bitch, not a lot of love.
Season 3. Season 3 was, well, the third season of Fortnite, which is referred to as Meteor Strike. It was one of the shortest seasons of all time, with it releasing February 20th, 2018 and ending April 30th of that year. Season 2 and 3 are highly looked upon in the community, with the latter being considered one of, if not, the greatest Fortnite season of all time. But was Season 3 the greatest Fortnite season of all time? In this video series, I am taking a deep dive into every single Fortnite season, going over its map, gameplay, battle pass, community, enjoyability, and for the first time ever, the storyline. And with at the end of the video, giving the season a rating out of 10. In the previous video, I gave season 2 an 8 out of 10, stating that while not being as peak as people say, it was extremely innovative, and the season overall was really fun. There were some issues with it, which I talked about in the video above. But was season 3 any better? And was it truly the greatest Fortnite season ever? Throughout the entire season, the map only received one new location, which was Lucky Landing. Lucky Landing was added for the Chinese New Year, and it is such a nice POI. It's pretty small and compact, but I like that about it. It's one of the more unique POIs on the Chapter 1 map. It's got Chinese-inspired architecture, which honestly I think looks extremely pretty. And I love the Fortnite twist to it. There was also some pretty decent loot. I'm really sad I did not land there a lot during Fortnite OG. I cannot wait for its return in OG. Anyways, my only complaint is that it is super isolated, as it's on the far southern tip of the map, making it so you have to rotate a lot and you don't get much time to loot. But I really don't mind that, to be honest. I'm more of a passive player. Anyways, it's a solid location and it adds some much needed action to that portion of the map. The map and game itself also got a slight graphical update, which honestly looked a lot better, to be honest. I did not like the season 1 and 2 art style. I love the way Chapter 1, season 3 through 6 looks, probably one of my favorites in the game's history. While not a lot of map changes, the map was still very good, with it finally feeling complete. However, we still have some pretty middle of the road locations like Dusty Depot and Moisty Mires, but besides that, I would give this map a solid 8 out of 10. Season 3 launched not only on consoles and PC, but now on iOS. This made Fortnite more accessible for everyone and increased the player count by a great margin. I'm glad that iOS is here to stay, as it's great for players who don't have a super PC or console. Not only that, but Fortnite also received a graphical update, which I already mentioned before, so I won't repeat myself. So many things were added that changed the game forever in this season. First, Fortnite implemented non-downloadable updates, which are now known as content updates. Nobody really talks about how huge this was, as this gave Fortnite more time to fix major bugs, but also helped Fortnite take up less storage and kept Fortnite feeling surprising and fresh. The anti-cheat was also finally fixed, and the fucking Loot Llama was added. You know, one of Fortnite's main mascots. And I can't even forget to mention replay mode, something everyone, and I mean everyone, has probably used, and probably the most important and influential change in all of Fortnite: the introduction of turbo building. Turbo building was the turning point for the build mode, allowing players to become much better and faster at building. People complain about turbo building causing people to become way too good at the game, and while I agree, some people play this game like their life depends on it, I also can't hate on someone for being good at the game. It's just a personal skill issue. Still, I can't believe all of these were added in just one season. Also, a lot of Fortnite's best weapons and items were added. We have the hand cannon, hunting rifle, heavy shotgun, C4s, clingers, porta forts, crossbows, and the infamous guided missile. Now, was the guided missile that bad for Fortnite to literally remove it from the files? No. Did it deserve to get vaulted? Yeah, but it easily could have come back nerfed. For a time where no one could build, this weapon absolutely dominated the loot pool. Now we have stuff like Godzilla and Dragon Ball, so look how far we've come. It wasn't that bad, but definitely annoying and could have just been vaulted, but what do I know? We also got vending machines, which were pretty freaking sweet, and honestly the loot pool was just extremely good, especially the shotgun meta. This is easily a top 3 shotgun meta in the entire game. It's genuinely that good. You've got 3 shotguns. You have your hard-hitting pump shotgun, which is just self-explanatory. Any season with the pump as a shotgun is a good shotgun meta. We also have the softer but fast-firing tactical shotgun, and the most underrated shotgun, the heavy shotgun. The heavy shotgun has more range than the pump and a slightly faster fire rate with a much larger headshot multiplier. The ARs were also solid with the trusty regular AR and your burst AR as well. Same with the SMGs and just, okay, not everything, but almost everything was perfect. God, at first I just wanted to be different. I wanted to come on here and say, yeah, season 3 is good, but not that good, guys. You're just blinded by nostalgia. But I'm having a hard time coming up with bad things. I mean, I can mention the miniguns, but that's a problem every season has suffered until season 7, and it doesn't really bog it down that much. It was just great. Everything down to the good and very balanced loot pool, the fun and interesting gameplay changes, the new additions like replay and content updates. You had vending machines, loot llamas, and lucky landing. Besides maybe the guided missile being a little bit of a problem, the game was just man, it was very simple. It was bare bones, but it was bare bones and simple to a T. It was perfect. It was perfect is what I'm trying to say. Okay, not perfect, but just really fucking good. And that's why I believe Season 3's gameplay gets a strong 9 out of 10. Season 3 introduced Fortnite's second battle pass, and the first battle pass with 100 tiers. It also introduced backblings, which it's kind of hard to believe backblings didn't exist before Season 3 and were just locked onto the skin. It's crazy how influential the season was. Like last video, I will be going over every single skin and giving them a rating, starting with the Mission Specialist. Another Jonesy reskin, but still, I like the design and his mask on style is very neat. But that's really it. If it was released today, I don't think people would like it, so 6 out of 10. Next up, we have Rust Lord. The design is super clean, and I really like all the fun details, like the Unreal Engine badge that's on his chest. I really like this skin. I'm so mad I did not buy the battle pass back then. Solid 8 out of 10. Next is Moonwalker. Another default reskin, but I really like the suit she wears. It's a cool skin. I like it a bit more than the Mission Specialist, so 7 out of 10. Next up is a Dark Voyager. Hot take, but I think the Eternal Voyager is better, but still, the skin is awesome. The dark colors with the orange is, oh my god, it's just so good. I love it. It's so clean. Solid 8.5 out of 10. Next, we have the Elite Agent. Again, a very nice skin, but I do think this one is a tad bit overrated. It's not bad, but I feel like there's better out there, but still, it's a really clean skin. 7.5 out of 10. And finally, oh god, I'm getting chills. The Reaper. Honestly, this is a really solid skin. I do feel it shouldn't have been tier 100. I know, I'm unpopular opinion, but this skin is still great. I love the John Wick inspiration, and it's a precursor to the actual John Wick skin, which I think is really funny. The skin's a solid 8 out of 10. Overall, the battle pass is great, and the extra tiers allow for more and even better skins. It's way better than Season 2's battle pass, and to think that they would have even better battle passes than this is insane. Overall though, I'd give Season 3's battle pass a solid 8 out of 10. In Season 3, Fortnite began introducing its story. At first, it was super simple, just continuity so each new season had an explanation for what was happening. I'm glad they've been doing that ever since, and have totally not just thrown us on the maps without any explanation at all. This season's story revolved around the comet, which, fun fact, actually started off as a visual glitch, but later was pioneered as the beginning of the story. The comet slowly got closer, revealing it to be a meteor that was about to crash into the island. Meteors fell down onto the map in Fortnite's first ever mini event, which people kind of forget about, but it was really cool. People theorized it would hit tilted, as if you went into replay mode, you could see an egg underneath tilted towers. This was the first season to actually introduce the storyline, so of course it wouldn't be as fleshed out as it is now. So for what it was, I'd give the storyline a solid 6 out of 10. Still pretty good, but it's not at its peak yet. It's still getting there, it's still rising, you know? The community this season, similar to Season 2's, was great. There's really not much to say in this section of the video besides that Ninja was still dominating the streaming realm and Fortnite was more popular than ever. Editing Will here. I kinda sorta forgot to mention that Ninja streamed with Drake and Travis Scott, breaking the Twitch viewer record. Don't know how I forgot about that, but yeah, probably should have mentioned that. And the comment added to that popularity as theories were being made and the hype for the next Fortnite season was slowly building. The community was extremely good and everyone was having a good time. So, as last video, I'd give the community a solid 9 out of 10. No matter what a season's battle pass is, its map, its weapons, its bugs, it all comes down to if you personally enjoyed it. So was season 3 enjoyable? Yes! It was great! From the great and colorful map, to the constant updates, to the great loophole, and just the amazing additions. Season 3 was so enjoyable. It was so fun. It was so new. It's just so exciting. Such an exciting time it was to be a Fortnite player. Seeing this game finally taking off, God, I can see why it is considered the greatest Fortnite season. It is damn near perfect. Is it my personal favorite season though? No. It has its problems like every season, but I can admit this season was just fantastic and so much fun. So I'd rate the enjoyability of season 3 a 9 out of 10. Overall, season 3 was really freaking good, and it changed the game forever. With the introduction of turbo building, replay mode, along with the iconic items and weapons that were added, the storyline finally being established, a great community, a remarkable map, and a solid battle pass, I believe Season 3 is where Fortnite truly took off and became the game that took the world by storm. One of the greatest free-to-play games of all time. Heck, one of the greatest games of all time. So overall, I would give Season 3 an 8.5 out of 10. Phew! If you agree, that's great. If you disagree, tell me why I'm wrong. I'm not good with outros, so bye.